have here? Good morning, afternoon, evening. I'm your fiery host, Ember, and welcome back to today's stream, Kindlings. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, I basically barely slept last night, and then I finally got asleep. And I woke up, and I just ate spicy ramen. So I think I'm on the cusp of either waking up or food comaing. It's one or the other. I don't know why I couldn't sleep. Oh my god, hi Ember from Face Connect. Hi Elbin from Clown Connect. I slept horrendous. How spicy are we talking? It was shin ramen, so not that spicy, but enough to get your sinuses going. But you know when I eat spicy food, my lips inflate. They get real juicy looking. They look real kissable. They look ridiculously large, succulent. They look like I got lip filler. Wow, you're from Face Connect? So cool. I don't think that's the reputation we have, Dig, but I'll take it. Yeah, the kind that's just enough to make your nose run a little bit. Sorry if my voice is a little tired. I woke up not too long ago. I ate spicy food, and I was recording things yesterday, so I think my voice is a little bit tired. What a string of words to walk in on. Oh, clove. I'm always here to keep you on your toes. Wait, the Face Connect? Alright guys, what is our reputation? Just the general public. No, don't show me your YouTube channel. No advertising. I'm sorry, bot. You must go. You got ramen at a Thai place? You asked for milk and they mixed up your order. They said, milk? Do you mean mega spicy? Do you mean mega spicy? Barbecue chicken flavored noodles. Ooh, look at you guys. Always talking about food. Man, I didn't have any caffeine or anything today. The Asylum, Sad Girl Connect, Coffee Company. Phase as a whole. If it was just Kindlings, I think I already know what that I think I already know what that is. You guys do have an identity, whether you like it or not. It's like the equivalent of a cat that's like trying to push something off a table for attention. Bad! No! Now grab your soup belly and shut up! What the hell is our identity? Just look at the Kindling emotes. Just look at them. I have nothing further to say than just look at the emotes. Hear and say so. Minus spackle. Debatable. You know, I know today's a Yap stream, but there is a part of me that so badly wants to play some sort of strategy or factory game, but I'm going to hold off on it because we have Factory Friday again. We're going to play actual Factorio. Real Factorio. We're going to see how that goes. 5 hours of tutorial. Could always do tower defense. I love tower defense. I was looking at my chats at the Wish Invaders, and at some point in time, Lumi and Jelly were going on like basically a whole dive of, I think, like Zachtronics games, you know? Or those style games. I think there's a new one that came out or something like that, right? Anyways, just watching them talk about it and go through it, I was like, yeah, it all makes sense now. The wish bonds and relationships make 100%, 200% sense now. Factorio is actual crack for neurodivergence. Optimized train systems are beyond me for now, though. I still need to finish the train tutorial. But I imagine that you can optimize the train systems to transport certain production lines faster than the belts do. Maybe like... Oh, and I assume... I don't know. I feel like there's probably optimization for like the flow of your factory too. I look like an idol right now. Me, an idol? I didn't know Arknight's Enfield was factory and gacha. If I was on that earlier, I probably would still be playing that. There's always optimization to be had. And then I have to think about train signals, though. Ugh. And I need to understand how to buffer things in Factorio. I don't even know what the optimal build is for a belt buffer. Ugh. You say that like you don't want to think about optimization because it's fun until you reach a point where it gets a little too convoluted to be super fun. But yeah, I'll go and look at some videos just to make sure I have the factory buffers in mind, because there's a right way and then there's a semi-right way, which isn't the perfect way. Yeah, it becomes a lot of thinking after a while. If you so idol-like, if you had an original song, I think it would be called something like Space Drive. And I think it would... Oh my gosh, I totally get the vision that you're putting down. And then it sounds like... Do 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 do. I don't think I've ever played a Silent Hill game. I feel... Okay, so I wrote it down for future content that I would try to play more horror games. I think you and I both know how that usually goes. If there was a heart rate monitor attached to me, I think I would be nearing heart attack rates every time I play horror games. It's bad. It's really bad. Oh, Silent Hill remake, and I didn't finish it. And I couldn't finish it. I usually have to drink a lot or stop the game in the middle of something, because then my heart starts to hurt because of how terrified I am. Oh, you remember, right? Yeah, I almost had a cardiac event from playing Silent Hill, and it's not even like the scariest of scary games. Yep. Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes is now out. It just came out May 11th. It's an RTS strategy roguelite. There's a lot of little games coming out. Froggy Hates Snow. Mixtape. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. My least favorite games are the narrative games. The ones where you're not playing a game, but you're just clicking through a story. Can't do it. It does not keep my attention span. You know how Dispatch managed to keep my attention span? Because there were mini games scattered in between the narrative game portion. And by game, it's in quotation marks because you're not really playing anything. Ah, Jack, thank you so much for the 200 yen. I hope your arm is feeling better. More action, less story. Like, you know, the game where it's like, what is it? Don't look, close your eyes, look. You know that game where you're not supposed to blink because if you blink, the story moves on? Hi, pretty birdie. I really tried to channel the empath within me when playing that game. We played it... Not Look Outside. The one where your character is basically in the afterlife, and it's about how like fast life flashes whenever you blink and life goes by in a flash. It's one of those movie style games. Everyone was so sad and crying over it, and I was trying to force myself to cry over it. The Sick Kid game. Yes, that one. I was like, man, I don't have a soul. It's very hard for me to... Like, I can feel for something in someone, but to get myself to cry... Oh, Before Your Eyes, yes. But to get myself to cry, it has to be a bit more personal, because I do I'm able to compartmentalize most of the feelings that don't pertain to me. I just kind of look at things objectively, so it doesn't hit me on that deep emotional core. But if it happened to me personally, maybe I would feel a little But sometimes it feels good to force yourself to cry. Sometimes it feels good to force yourself to cry. Like, I'm the type that can separate things to where, let's say my dog died and it was a specific breed of dog, and in this game there's a dog that looked just like my dog with the exact same name, and it died the same way my dog died. It probably wouldn't make me cry because it's not my dog. You know what I mean? I'd just be like, dang, that's really similar to my dog that died. And it sure is bringing up all these memories. It's not my dog though, so moving on. It would be more weird than anything. And then after stream and everything is over, I would go into my room and I would cry. No, I wouldn't. Separating fiction. But at the same time, I'm also the type of person that would cry over like the smallest, dumbest thing sometimes. I'd be like, my Hershey chocolate ice cream shell completely broke off my ice cream before I even got a taste. And then it would bring an actual tear to my eye. The disappointment. Wait, I want ice cream now. Aw, I want ice cream. Dang it. My brain is just filled with factory buffers, ice cream, thinking about Lumi and Jelly, talking about Zachtronics, thinking about Dizzy making whale noises, thinking about, oh, wait. Union Arena's getting Chainsaw Man cards. Oh, speaking of cards, I was sent Lorcana stuff. I thought it was on accident, but I think I got randomly selected. I don't play Lorcana. It's my first time touching Lorcana cards, and they're kind of thin. You can't make yourself eat ice cream this year. You might be too old to enjoy that stuff. Are you kidding me? Where's your whimsy? I think you just need the adult people ice cream, the like low sugar kind. Ah, am I feeling okay? I had a bad time sleeping. My insomnia was bad, but it's okay. I'm gonna get energy from you guys. And I had no caffeine today. No coffee, no energy drink, no nothing. Hi, Large. They are playing cards. Yeah, but like, Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Magic cards and One Piece cards. And Pokemon cards, they all feel different. I don't like the super thin feeling cards. I can't believe you said you're too old for ice cream. I'm severely disappointed in you. Lorcana is very popular with women, specifically Disney women. So if you're trying to find a girlfriend and who likes TCG, you should check out Lorcana. But like, don't go to Lorcana events just to pick up women, because then you would be a creep. Fall in love naturally. You should be like, you're the Pluto to my Goofy. A yuck. And you give her a Goofy card, and she just stares at you and gets down on all fours because Pluto doesn't talk actually. Or she goes wait, no, those are Courage the Cowardly Dog noises. Goofy is canonically a dad. He's daddy-o. And that's how Ember got me banned from a card store. Hey, not my fault. Not my fault you couldn't take the prompt and run with it. Not my fault the prompt got you in jail. Alright? Starting off with pet play doesn't make you a creep. I'm tired. Sinking Titanic noises. You reminded me. I had a phase in life where I was kind of obsessed with Titanic, like everything. Like Titanic documentaries, Titanic facts, Titanic videos. And to be honest, I didn't retain much of it because, you know, that's how my memory works. We only got room for so much. But I remember watching a real-time sinking of the Titanic. I think you can still go on YouTube and check it out. There's plenty of live stream videos where you can watch the Titanic sink in real time. Ladies do love Goofy for some reason, because yuck. Goofy fucks with the yuck. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Goofy is a bad father. He had a kid back in the 60s. What's wrong with being born in the 60s? Some of us are born in the 60s. What's wrong with that?
Spackle tip $25. Miscellaneous funds for iced coffee, ice cream, plus delivery.
Oh my god. Thank you, Spackle. Thank you for 25 WDs. Gosh, Mickey. Gosh, Spackle. Thank you for... I'm gonna stop. That's not the bit I want to do right now. That's too much energy. It's just... Oh my god! I'm gonna stop. Stop that. Don't mention it! Woo! Remember, I hate to admit this, but I secretly enjoy it when you do those cursed Mickey impressions. I know you do. I know you like it when I pretend to be Mickey and Minnie and they start making out. I know you do. Oh, hello everyone! Hello everyone! Goofy is a good dad who keeps up a happy appearance despite losing the mother of his child. Cinema, baby. Catharsis. I wish I were a bird. Why? What kind of bird? It'd be like, Mickey! 사랑해! And he'd be like, Minnie! Minnie! 사랑해! Mickey! Okay, let's just stop. Apparently I'm too adult now. There's a YouTube comment that said I'm too old to be referencing some of these memes and jokes, like 6, 7. So, first of all, I'm not old. Second of all, fuck you. And third of all, it hurt me on a deeper level. So yeah, I did respond. I could go and find it, and my response is literally this. This was my response. That was my response. Basically, they un-6-7 certified me. Not that I ever got certified for it. Excuse you. Never let them take your whimsy. Thank you, Gil. Thank you. Why do you guys think I'm so old? Speaking of old, I sold a bunch of my old games and consoles, but honestly, I would have made more if I just listed it on eBay, but I had no way to test if the consoles worked, so I sold my Xbox for $30, and it's worth like $100. I sold my Xbox, but it didn't have controllers and it didn't have any cables. So honestly, not the worst thing ever. $30, no cables, no controllers. And then I sold my PS3. Now that I had a loss on. Why are you guys screaming no? You could literally get these online for like $40. So I also sold the PS3 for $30. And a used Xbox is like under $50. Yeah. Did I do a factory reset? No. A PS3 used? I literally just Googled it. You can get one for $35. You're just inflating the value for nostalgia. But it also didn't have any cables. It also didn't have any cables. Like the super old PS3. The fat model one, not the slim one. And then I sold my controllers. I sold all the DualShock controllers. All of them. I had some PS2 controllers that I sold. And then I sold... No, I didn't sell them to GameStop, but all the shops give you around the same amount. It's like 20-something to 30-something% of market price. Oh god, why? Oh, I kept my GameCube. Don't worry, Hazel. I kept my GameCube. And I kept my 3DS. But I ran into a family who were like retro Pokemon collectors. And I had a loose copy of Pokemon Coliseum. I was gonna keep it. But, you know, there was no... I'd rather it go to a family that plays it or collects it. It was like this mom and her, like... Looked like he was like 11, 12 years old son. They were so sweet. So I said, hey, I have this loose copy of Pokemon Coliseum. I'll sell it to you for $40. Mind you, it's like $100 to $120 market price, I think. And I had a bunch of Pokemon DVDs that the store wasn't gonna take, but I was like, this lot, I was like, you want it for $100? And she's like, and I was like, how about 80? And she's like, sure, I'll take the lot for $80. It was 12 Pokemon DVDs. One of them being a movie. I think the lot was worth like 100 and something, 110, 130, something like that. Dang, lady, you never go into stocks, you'll be broken out. I wasn't trying to... I'm not trying to like have huge profit margins on stuff that I haven't touched in like 40 years. But she said she just got a DVD player, so I had a bunch of DVDs and I just gave her all of my old movies and stuff too. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Yeah, not everything is about hustling profits, and they were just in storage for in like the attic for so long. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, Gundam. And those of you missing out on memberships, don't worry. I haven't had new membership stuff in a minute. There's something, I don't know, about my conscience where I feel actively bad to paygate any content. So maybe I'll do like art gifts or something instead. But I just have to save some funds right now before my move. Who uses DVDs these days? The mom and her kid. I'm making you feel old? No. Well, if I make you feel old, aren't you calling me old? I'm not old. I had some gems. I had a copy of so I had a copy of the Game Boy Advance Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. That's the only Zelda game I've played if you don't include Breath of the Wild. And I loved that game. But I sold it to the mom and the son also. They had a great deal. They were basically buying everything at like 30% market price for me. I kept my first ever GBA game though. Do 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 do. It was Yoshi. Mario and Yoshi. I have that. I even had an Avengers DVD for some reason, so I threw that in there too. If I had sold everything one by one over time individually, it would have been worth at least like I think $1,000. But I got like 500-ish for it. Cause I'm moving. And it turns out after looking at all the family storage clutter, most of the clutter... Did I already say thank you, by the way? Thank you, Gundam, and thank you, Michael, for the 5 kitchen memberships. I feel like you're very tomboyish in real life. I've got, like, very tomboyish habits and personality traits, but I dress pretty relaxed feminine, I guess. My closet's, like, mostly black, white, and gray. And yeah, I like skirts because they're freeing, but I do have some bag of jeans and stuff like that. I'm not a slob. I hate being dirty. I hate stinky people. I hate You don't wear pinks? I have, I think, one pink. Do I even have anything pink? Maybe one pink shirt. I think I'm tomboy-ish. Tomboy-ish. Oh wait, yeah, I have one pink thing. It's a pink... It's not even like a full pink. It's like pink with other colors. Sundress and thoughts on sundress plus straw hat combo? I think I would really like it if somebody in a sundress and straw hat combo got stuck in a cornfield and was being chased after by zombies, so she ended up getting like dirtied and bloodied, and now her white sundress is full of like dirt, mud, and blood. That would be very cute. Name my other tomboy tendencies. I think I'm well, I'm not very sporty per se, but I do like active hobbies. Video games. I did go to school for... I don't know if this counts as tomboyish. You know, computer science. I'm trying to think. I did grow up refusing to wear skirts and dresses, but boy, thankfully that has changed. I hated all the dresses my mom would buy me and the skirts and stuff. Yeah, not in this day and age, but when you're the only girl in your class, I guess that could be considered more tomboyish. I don't know. I have both girly girl habits and tomboyish habits. Do I know why I hated them? Honestly, I'm not sure. CS and software dev, like back-end software dev. Then I got bored. It was really freaking boring. Tomboy of the soul. Tomboy in sundress is like the ultimate combo. Is it? That's very peculiar. Why do you like that? What makes you like? What even comes to mind? What even? You were a bully victim? I was bullied, of course. Per se. It's the contrast. Like a tomboy in like a dress for the first time. It doesn't do it for me. Just doesn't do it for me. It's too much. It's too much. I hear all this talk about like tomboy love. Everyone loves tomboys and stuff like that. But why does it feel like in the real world that's not the case? Or is it more like this is a niche subject group right here? The contrast feels so right. Okay, a woman in like a sports jersey. Like if I saw, you know those AI things that are getting insanely popular where it's like a beautiful AI'd woman at a baseball game? There's a reason why it's getting so popular, and I think it's the whole like, oh my god, beautiful woman who likes sports. Because like nowadays I think things have gotten, I guess, so progressive that it's kind of hard to differentiate like tomboys versus girly girls. Like it's totally normal for a girl to like games, being a gamer, or like, you know, liking cars, liking sports, playing rough, like interest in, you know, more traditionally tomboyish things. Well, nowadays it's just more normal for anyone to like whatever. So back then though, it was very I think it was more common like to do things like rejecting like traditionally like female style clothing. Because it's like what really boils a girl down to being a tomboy now? It's a lot more obvious back then. It's not they love beautiful woman who loves sports. It's beautiful woman loves what the person behind the AI loves. Sports. That's like two sides of the same coin, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, at some point, liking anime and manga, reading manga, was considered like really nerdy, really lame. And like you were considered a geek, derogatory. And now, if you like those things, it is completely normal. Am I okay? I've been coughing a lot. Aw, thanks for caring about me. Also, thank you, Lego, for the berries. I am okay. I'm just a little congested. Your argument is that they don't care about what women like, but isn't the appeal of this like beautiful woman the fact that she is like that she likes the same thing they like? This is the same side of the two sides of the same coin. Post-COVID anime fans will never understand. Exactly. I remember people going up to me at school and being like, "What are you reading? Oh, you have to read this from which way? I don't get it. That's so stupid." Or just like, they would be, oh my god. I think racist jokes were a lot more common back then. But that was just the humor of the times. Tomboy interests aren't typically anime and manga. Oh, we're talking about a different subject now. We're talking about two different things, but you can connect them if you would like. ADHD brain, I guess. We're... Damn, you are in your 30s? I'm in my 40s? I'm actually 42. This gilf got it like that. Okay, wait. Play this one. Actually, I'm 50. Because I'm Asian. No, I'm not. I'm anime. No, usually I was the one saying offensive things. Just kidding. Partially. Mostly. Chat, I'm only 42. Chat. I'm only 42 and I'm working on a low cortisol life, okay? Anime? I thought you were ADHD. What did you just call me? Did you just call me a slur? Damn, Grandma. 42 is still young? You know that makes me older than my boss? That makes me older than Sakuna. Chat, I think you're raising my cortisol levels, actually. Press the like button. Let me see the likes go up, actually. Give me the engagement button as a means of... Yep, there we go. So smash that like button. Smash the like... Take back your crimes. My cortisol levels are going up. Did you just say Sakuna is cute? I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. Yeah, press it now. My cortisol level is gonna go up. So, I had this game that I downloaded, and it's one of those schlop games where they just reskin it and make it again. They reskin it and they make it again. And it's the kind where you like build your resources and then you have to wait like an hour and you click and build more resources. You gotta wait like more time and then you can raid other people's things. Well, apparently I forgot to put my shields back up and I woke up to messages about my city getting raided.
Anonymous tip $20. Cortisol.
My cortisol's going down. Thank you, Anonymous. You're freaking doubloonies. Thank you for the doubloonies, Anonymous. My cortisol's going down. It's similar to Clash of Clans, and I felt this deep-rooted anger. Like, I didn't fully understand the game, but the fact that I got raided by somebody during the time that I was asleep, and they raided me multiple times to make sure that I lost thousands of troops, I felt this deep-rooted anger. And I wanted to stalk them and ruin their life. But by the time I tried to find them, I think they got raided by someone else or teleported somewhere else. I couldn't find them. So they got. Anyways, I'm a pretty calm person. Unless you do something to me personally, then it's 2 eyes for an eye, 2 arms for an arm. I would cut off every limb to make sure that you suffer. Oh, thank you, Silver. Thank you for the oyster funds. Oh, yay! Thank you. Thank you, Backseat, for 28 millenniums. Man, I love this silly virtual fire starter, whatever that means. And her smooth voice. You sure about that? You sure about that? Give me oysters! I'm fine. You know, I'm really calm. It's really hard to make me mad, but like, you know, if somebody did something to my friends or to me personally, I would terrorize you. I would go out of my way to inconvenience my own life for as long as it takes to terrorize you, to make sure that you regret it. I'm blinded by rage.
Anonymous tip $10. You should lower your cortisol now.
You're lowering my cortisol! But my age keeps going up. You're lowering my cortisol. Well, if I end up in jail, kidlings bail me out. Kidlings bail me out. I tried Tekken once. Hi, Mister. I think Tekken is too hard for me. It's the hardest fighting game. I'm more of like I think I enjoy anime fighters more. There's like a Dark Souls like element to the wind-up animations and stuff of Tekken. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's very fun on the arcade machine. I realized the stick pads are a lot harder to use than just like the flat button fight pads. And I have the fight pads with only buttons. And I've only used it for Idol Showdown and never again. If there is another phase fighting game tournament and there is a delectable prize, count me in. You know, speaking of the Idol Showdown tournament, the controller rig for it is almost done. It only took, you know, like 2 years. 2 years because I was forgotten about. But I get disheartened asking for stuff because I'm always told no. I'm always told no. Like, you want to know my secret? If I ask for something a couple, like 2 to 3 times, and it gets forgotten about or I'm told no, I go and I cry to Dizzy about it. And she's more assertive between the two of us. So she helps me. She's like, "You guys, make sure to get Ember her Idol Showdown win rewards. It's been a year! It's been a year!" No, I actually have no idea if the conversation went like that, but yeah, I get socially anxious. So I'll ask Dizzy for help. I'll ask Dizzy for help. I'm not really good at dealing with rejection because I'm not used to, like, you know, when it comes to like school and job interviews and stuff like that. I rarely ever fail those things. So dealing with like being told no and rejection and stuff like that, I'm immediately like, okay, bye. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so bad. I'll be like, like if I know something's wrong, but they're like, sorry, we can't do that. I can muster up the courage for a friend, but when it's myself, I'm like, I have to. So I'll like pull my friend aside and I'll be like, hey, I don't think that's right. Should we tell them that it's not right? Like, or can we? Do you want to? Like, are you down to mention that to them? It's not, because you know you ordered spaghetti and you got chicken and you're actually allergic to chicken. You know. You must be really pretty then if nobody tells you no. No, it's more like I don't ever ask for anything. Hakuna tells me no though. Yeah, when it's for someone else, it's a bit easier. But when it's for myself, I'm like, Hi. Yeah, I don't think I'd be very good at haggling. I'm more likely the person where if I don't get the price I want, I'll just say, oh, I would have only bought it if it was around this much. Well, that's okay. Thank you. Bye. And I just leave. I just leave. And so the ball is in their court if they want to be like, actually, I will sell it to you for $10. Relatable. Don't worry, I got rid of the bot. Restaurants are so expensive. If they get something wrong, you're 100% saying something. Okay, that's valid and fair. Listen, if I ordered fries and I got sweet potato fries, no hate on sweet potato fries, they're good. But I wanted fries, I would say something. I need to fight for my rights and demand. I'm not a fighter. I'm actually extremely well behaved and pleasant. I'm like the type of person that I'm like really pleasant and amicable until you push me to my boiling point, and then you'll watch me do the most insane thing because you know my cortisol levels are usually regulated. I'm a lover, not a fighter, baby. And then you push me to my breaking point and it's like, oh my gosh, she needs to be put in an asylum. Something like that. You don't believe me? Ask Dizzy which invader she's the most terrified of when angry. Just ask her. I'm gonna tell you right now. 10 out of 10, she's saying me. I did pull a manga card and then I sold it. Haggling culture on which end? The person haggling or the person selling it? Honestly, I think the person selling it at a higher price, if the person buys the thing at that higher price, they're most likely a freaking tourist. And if you're able to haggle it down, then that's just the love of the game. That's just the love of the game. You think it's Jelly or Lumi? They're so sweet though. I think... I don't think they're like the violent type. Like Dizzy and I, when upset, probably a whole other beast. Like I'm the type that would... Nope, I actually can't say any of these things because I think they're illegal. Yeah, she's a chronic rage baiter. I love it. She's really good at it. Is there a phase girl who isn't scary? Most of them. Most of them. Thank you, Slayer, for the gifted membership. Thank you. I think Dizzy is like my attack dog. If somebody hurt me, I would just look at Dizzy with tear-filled eyes. Like, you know the Luffy and Nami scene? Where Nami's sitting there crying? And she's just like, Luffy! Help me! I'd be like that. I'd be like, help me! Oh no, but instead I would say, get him! And then she'd be like, ah! Ah! Like that. I'd be like, Dizzy, kill them! Kill them! Wait, what do you mean ESL? BB's ESL? You know? They put me in ESL classes despite English being my first language. She's just illiterate? What if she has dyslexia? I learned that dyslexia is one of the things that can make you be considered neurodivergent. Can you believe that? I'm not Filipino! Approximately 1 in 2 people with ADHD have dyslexia. Excuse me? Excuse me? What? What is this? That can't be right. I'm not left-handed. It's thought that up to 15% of the population are thought to be neurodiverse. What do you mean approximately 1 in 2 people with ADHD have dyslexia? That does not sound right. 2 in 3 people with ADHD have autistic spectrum traits. And people with ADHD are 8-fold more likely to meet the full criteria for autistic spectrum diagnosis. Let me see if this is true or false. It says, is it true that approximately 1 in 2 people with ADHD have dyslexia? True or at least highly probable. Research indicates that roughly 25 to 50% of individuals with ADHD also have dyslexia. They frequently exist together. Recent research shows that they share genetic roots, explaining why they often appear together. Well, I am thankfully not dyslexic. I'm not dyslexic. You've seen me read. You've seen me read. Thank you, Wedge. I was making coffee when you gave me the image of Iburnami crying at Dizzy and immediately thought of Sakana Arlong. Wait, why Sakana Arlong? Oh my god. Not Sakana in the Hawaiian shirt. You're ADHD and left-handed. You read things normally, but you say it back wrong. Oh, your brain is all sorts of spirals, huh? Imagine reading chat if you're dyslexic. Are you sure? Stop that, Enzo! Stop! He's a fishman, derogatory fishman slur. I'm definitely not autistic, though. Right? Right? I could take the autism test. Draycon, thank you so much for joining my membership. The Rads R test. Right? I'm definitely not. I think I'm just slightly adjacent in personality. I am a sympathetic person. True only now. Honestly, true only now. I often use words and phrases from movies and television in conversation. Didn't I just say I struggle with it? yeah. Should I say never true? No, I do have... I love my friends. I cry over my friends. I quote stuff all the time. True. Now and when was young. I'm often surprised when others tell me that I've been rude. Yeah. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly, and I'm not aware of it. I don't think I have any issues with that. Actually, I was really quiet when I was young. I often don't know how to act in social situations. True when I was younger. There's always money in the banana stand. What? You can read. Oh my god, I can't read. Hi Joseph, thank you for 34 millennials. It's okay to be special, Ember. We still love you. I'm just ADHD. Not I'm just a little neurodivergent. Just a little bit neurodivergent. You were so silent, your teachers thought you were mute? I think I was so pent up emotionally when I was younger, but I didn't know how to express myself, so sometimes I would cry and like scratch at like the net on the sliding doors until like my fingers would bleed. I would just scream at the net and scratch at it. Doosh! Vine boom sound. Hi, I'm Vietnamese. Nice to meet you. You have an entrance exam? What is the entrance exam for? The entrance to what? School? Abby! Thanks for the berries! You can read? Then read this. The dog that the cat that the boy owns bit ran away. The dog that the cat that the boy owns... I can't read. I can't read. Sometimes when I was younger, I think this was like a common child activity, but I used to draw horrific drawings in between all of my like notes and journal pages and stuff. Like horrific as in like creepy like Slenderman style drawings and whatnot. But I don't know. I think that's just what children do, no? I thought children just like, you know, those things because they're like, wait a minute, that boy ain't right. I think it's very standard, no? Like, morbid curiosity. I think that's normal, right? Yeah, see? It's normal. It's no red flag! Don't make me find you now. Balloony will find you. I only like to talk to people who share my special interest. Yeah. Balloony. I used to draw horror and gore as a kid. See, I think it's normal. I think kids just have little demons that run free. Morbid curiosity. I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. Only when I was younger. Others consider me odd or different. No, I'm very normal. I'm very good at blending in. Pokemon is always a fun interest for you. What do you do with the Pokemon? How about going to the movie theaters alone? It's the best. Why are we talking about banana stands? What are you quoting? I have no idea what you're quoting. I'm very normal. I understand when friends need to be comforted. True only now. Oh my god, I'm very sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. Yes. Dizzy had to watch me take clothes on and off because I was getting overstimulated by how they felt touching my skin. Is that... That's sensitive, right? Yeah. I was like, I can't wear this shirt. I cannot. I don't like the way it feels on me. Are you kidding me? Ember, when she tries to console others, sorry that your dog died. At least you're saving on dog food now. Stop, because that's actually something I would have said when I was like 12. Stop. Oh my god. I hate cotton tags. I hate when the clothes are like a little too loose or a little too tight. I hate certain textures of clothes. And I'm gonna scream. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps me appear more normal. Oh my god. You know what I've been copying lately? You know what I've been copying lately? You know what I hear? Oh, that's so bad. It's this stupid mango chutney song. I'm possessed by this like sweet and sour. I want to devour mango chutney. Mango chutney. It's so bad. Kevin, your dog just died moment. Sorry your dog died, but it's not my dog. So no, I would not say that. I'd just be like, I'm sorry for your loss. And then my brain would immediately go to like, no, what do I want to eat next? Oh. Mango chutney. Oh my god. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time. I think I'm pretty good at masking now, but it does make me sweat. Ember about to learn something about herself after this stream. Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart. What am I learning? What am I learning? Where's my ADHD creature? Thank you, Kusa. You got to watch Mortal Kombat 2 in an empty theater and wake up in the middle of the Michael Jackson movie. I heard the Michael Jackson movie was good. But it ain't Project Hail Mary. But I heard the Michael Jackson movie was good. It's supposed to make you sound more normal. Look at the ADHD creature. Isn't this so cute? I have to act more normal to please other people and make them like me. Yeah. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. Meeting people, yeah, because it's all small talk. But not friends. True now. I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I'm very interested in. I get like anxious. But is that really the same as highly confused? Like when I'm talking about something I'm really interested in and I want to finish a thought and then I get interrupted, So it feels like I'm gonna lose that thought, and it makes me anxious. And it makes me feel like the conversation can move on, and I'm still stuck on that thought. Oh, is that confusion? Thank you, Gil, for the 2 berries. Me when I refill a drink. Oh, me when I refill and drink another glass of water and repeat until the water goes down the right way. Do you actually do that? I didn't see the He-Man movie. Well, it's not even out yet. I saw the trailer for it. Getting interrupted is one of your pet peeves? Sorry, I have a habit of accidentally interrupting people a lot, and then I catch myself immediately. I think it's like, especially if I'm not medicated. I think it's an ADHD thing. But I'm like, oh, sorry. I just start. Whoops, sorry. Hello. Thanks for the 10 berries. Hi, Ember. Ember Amane from Face Connect Invaders Wish. I love how you said that we're always talking about food, but you mentioned wanting ice cream in the next. I do want ice cream, and I thought that was gone, but you're making me want ice cream again. Speaking of which, am I medicated right now? No. I woke up too late. Accidentally interrupting is a symptom of TISM or ADHD too. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. That's why when I speak to people with, like, you know, TISM or ADHD or like neurotypical people, I'm not gonna lie, a lot easier to speak to someone neurotypical, because it's like we share the same pacing of conversation. But when I'm speaking to someone well-adjusted and normal in that department, I feel like time slows. Like, this random man is talking about his work on the farm, and I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I have to be quiet to show that I'm a good listener, but I'm losing my mind. I'm actually getting more antsy as we speak because he's speaking very slowly and the thought is coming out with too much. Get to the fucking point. Oh, thank you, Nicola. Thank you, Nifty. Ooh, D&D. I bet a D&D one-shot would be so fun. I take things too literally, so I often miss that people are trying to say, that's not true. Neurodivergent people tend to do easier with each other. That makes sense. I think it's just kind of like a get to the point vibes, you know? No, are you gonna ask me weird questions? People always ask weird questions when they ask if they can ask a question. Don't disappoint me now. Go ahead and ask that question, but I'm letting you know now. People who ask, can I ask a question? Technically, you've already asked a question. You're asking a question to ask a question. You're making me lose my mind. Thank you, Shikaku. Thank you for 28 millenniums together. My wildfire kindling. How does a penguin build its house? It glues together. It glues together. You're raising my cortisol levels. My cortisol levels? Have I mentioned I don't like to laugh? Have I mentioned I don't have joy and whimsy for jokes? My cortisol is spiking. Farmers never get to the point, Eber. It's a thing. Deport them. My bad. My bad. My bad. How do you call a cute door? What? How? How? I'm waiting. Can't I think you were 9 millenniums together. Adorable. Kill yourself. Some ordinary... My bad. That wasn't very nice of me. Take a disc PS3 and shove it up your butthole. Take the PS2 controller and also shove it up your butthole. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin. Yeah. I get upset when the way I like to do things is suddenly changed. Yeah. I like this mean, Ember. Please talk down to us more. I wasn't being mean. You know the nail polish on my fingers? I already started peeling them off. I can't seem to keep nail polish on for long because I start to mindlessly peel away at my nails. That sounds really gross, but you know, it's just nail polish. I like to like slowly scratch away the polish from my nails. I speak with a normal rhythm. True or false? Yeah, I speak with a normal rhythm. I do. I'm in love with you. You were diagnosed with autism in 2nd grade. Oh, you got diagnosed pretty early. Stop with the dad jokes. You hate fingernails? They drive you nuts? What? That's weird. What do you mean fingernails drive you nuts? Do you look? Do I mute for yawns? No, my yawn did not make a noise. I just yawned. You're making me yawn by mentioning yawning. You just look at your own fingernails and you're like, this drives me nuts. I have to rip them off. I just made you yawn. You guys made me yawn. You're making me sleepy now. I have no caffeine. Today's stream won't be that long, by the way, either. Only like 2-ish hours. Oh wait, I can finish this test too. What the heck? I'm not even fully done with it. I keep lists of things that interest me even when they have no practical use. Sports statistics, calendar dates, historical facts. No, I don't really keep track of that stuff. I don't really keep track of that stuff. Did I order iced coffee yet? Should I order coffee? I should. You did give me coffee money. You did give me coffee money. It's already almost 2 hours. Okay, maybe 2.5. I got locals to try to play in today. If I get first place, I get like 30 something bucks. So I'm gonna try to play in locals as much as I can before moving, so I can, you know, rob this place. You know. I want coffee. Frick. Oh my god. Oh my my god, but I could also make coffee and be frugal because I don't get paid till next month. Shit. Oh, a frappuccino. Those are so sweet. But they're basically ice cream. Think I could get third or better? Obviously. Well, you would never catch me being in the bottom half of locals. Never. Spike Uchiha! Thank you for... Is that a coffee sticker? Thank you, Spike. Just do pre-workout? Honestly, not a bad idea, Alex, but I like the flavor of coffee. I think pre-workout actually keeps me awake way better than coffee. Soy chai latte affogato. Oh my god, this sounds so good. Caffeine is addictive? No, I think it's because I'm like filled with stimulants, you know? The way you drink yours? Coconut milk, sugar substitute, cinnamon powder, caramel drizzle, dark chocolate. What the heck is all this, Justin? What is all this, Justin? Coffee flavored pre-workout? That does not sound that good, I'm not gonna lie. I like when my pre-workout is fruity. But pre-workout already has like very strong amounts of caffeine. I usually get the ones that are like 100 milligrams or less. Guys, can you take the RADS R test and tell me what you get? Can you let me know? It's your usual. What is Yuan Yang? What is Yuan Yang? Is that like the coffee with tea? I love that so much. I call that a black and tan. Milk tea with coffee? Insane moves. A light tea instead. Isn't that bubba tea? It's coffee and tea. A coffee and tea. Is it pronounced yerba mate? Or yerba mate? Yerba mate? Yerba matey. You find that the yerba works best for you? I'm so sleepy right now, I'm not gonna lie. Chot the yerba mate! Do I like iced tea? Yeah, but I like it a little bit more sweet sometimes. I'm considered a loner by those who know me best. Yes, people who don't know me think I'm extroverted and super social. People who actually know me know how antisocial I can be. Don't go Hangshu me on us now. I might. It calms me to spin around or to rock in a chair when I'm feeling stressed. What the fuck? Sometimes I do rock back and forth when I'm stressed. Oh my god. I'd like to be by myself as much as I can. True! I feel you. I sometimes have bursts of social energy, and then after that, my social battery is drained and I want to be alone for like 2 weeks. I'm very new, and my first impression was you seem very bubbly and outgoing. Oh, thank you, Walrus! I think I am bubbly. I'm chattery and bubbly. But I have a limited social battery. So I'll be bubbly and chatty up until that battery is drained, and then I will go silent. And now you find me... Sometimes when I get overstimulated, I have to go into like a bathroom stall and just stand there for like 10 minutes. 15 minutes sometimes. You know, you guys do that too, right? Like you just stand there in the bathroom. Maybe you scroll on your phone, but you just kind of stand there. No? No? It's like the equivalent of a smoke break, but you're not smoking. Not standing. Yeah, sometimes I just like lean against like a bathroom stall, or I'm just in the bathroom and I'm just standing there. I don't like to be hugged or held. I only have a very specific set of people I like to hug. I'm aura farming in the bathroom. You're right. You usually go for a walk away from people, but sometimes you don't have the option to go away. So the only safe place is the bathroom. Do I groan when facing the wall like a ghost? Rawr. I go rawr XD. That means I love you in dinosaur. Don't like to be hugged or held. Maybe when I was younger, I hated it. Actually, no, I think I hate it even more now. Yeah. Chat. This one says, people tell me I give too much detail. True or false? How's my storytelling ability? I feel like it's just about the right amount of detail. I don't know. Maybe when I was younger. You're very prickly if someone touches you suddenly from behind. I mean, I think anyone would be prickly if they suddenly got backdoored. Happy Tuesday. Wait, it's only Tuesday? Oh, it's only Tuesday? You rarely stay on one topic long enough to give many details. Thank you. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. Yeah, okay, yeah, I do that. What's my score? I didn't get that high of a score. I got 123. What does it mean? My score says your responses show stronger alignment with autism-related traits and may warrant fuller clinical interpretation within the context of your broader life experience. Yeah, anyways, it's not conclusive, you know. Obviously, it's just like a quiz. basically, you know, I'm just ADHD. Yeah. I'm just ADHD. I think what it is a lot of my anxiety and ADHD overlaps with these things. Although social relatedness seems to be the biggest thing. Social relatedness. To be fair, ADHD and ASD is pretty comorbid. Exactly, see? See? I like how I scrolled down and Sideshow Bob from 2 days ago says, I got a 196. I mean, I've pretty much known since 2005 about my way of being. I'm pretty stereotypical. Civil engineer, good at math, but I always felt off as a person. Just painfully competent, so they couldn't deny me my place managing hundreds of millions of projects involving trains, ships, airplanes now, could they? Yeah? Trains? Trains, eh? Thank you, Pop Tart, for the 5 berries. 1 to 4 days when it's considered diagnosable. You probably just have that score because of ADHD. Yeah, that's what I figured too. I was like, I don't think I'm autistic at all. But I can see how the personality and neurotypical stuff overlaps it. And the anxiety. Except the tism in me recognizes the tism in you. You have the tism, Enzo? Oh my god, I had to Google. Why do autistic people like Doflamingo so much? And it says, autistic One Piece fans often connect with Don Quixote Doflamingo due to his hyper-fixated approach to his goals, his intense all-or-nothing personality, and his status as a misunderstood, complex character rather than a one-dimensional villain. His rigid worldview and intense, often dramatic expressions are traits that resonate within neurodivergent communities who appreciate powerful weirdos. Wait, I really do like Doflamingo too. You said, holy shit, it's literally the characters you like. Well, I got news for you, buddy. Don't you think Doflamingo is misunderstood? He just wanted to destroy the world created by the celestial dragons. Down with the elites! Does talking on stream help with the anxiety for you? Yeah, I just feel like I'm kind of in like my own little space. It doesn't help alleviate it, it just doesn't really like trigger anything for it. But if I'm like out and about and I'm ordering freaking chicken nuggets, you know I'm rehearsing that order to a T. And when the person jumps off script, I have a script for the script that they jumped away from. I just have to take conversations a bit more slow. Aren't One Piece characters two-dimensional? Oh yeah, I see two big ones, alright. Thank you so much, Wedge, for the berries. Bye, Guile. The main script and contingency. You get it, right? You guys pre-prep your interactions too, right? Like, what do you mean you just figure out what you want to eat when you get to the intercom? No. I cannot just figure out what I want to eat while I'm at the intercom, because what if I'm missing out on the deals? What if there's like, what if I order something and then as I'm reading the menu, as I've already ordered it, I want something else? Or what if it costs less money to order things this way? I cannot. You're not just gonna bring me to the intercom. I probably would rather park. Actually, I did this. I don't go to a place until I know what order I'm gonna get. Unless the menu has like under 10 items. I don't need 20 minutes to order. I just need to look at the menu or know it by heart. I just need to look at the menu, park on the side, maybe put in a mobile order so I don't have to talk to anybody. They just be like, "Are you using the mobile app today?" And I go, "Yeah." And then they'll be like, "Okay, pull up." And I'll say, "Okay. Okay, bet." Just look at the menu, bro. Bro, I'm looking at the menu, but what if there's secret menu items I don't know about? What if I don't know the culture of this place? What if I don't get the best thing? That's why before I went to Culver's, I went and looked at what the best menu items was at Culver's and I ordered it. And it was still pretty mid, but like, I'm not overthinking it. I'm just making sure I got the details right, that I got the best of the best. Like, it's like going to McDonald's and accidentally ordering a McCrispy instead of a McChicken. Those are two entirely different sandwiches. And one tastes better than the other and is also cheaper than the other. Heresy! Bro, she can't decide, let her get nuggets, but what if I don't even get the right sauce with my nuggets? What if there's a limited time sauce with my nuggets? What if I want the limited time sauce and my usual go-to sauce because my usual go-to sauce is what's good, and what if the limited time sauce is not good? I'm gonna kill myself. Girl, just ask. No, one time, someone at the cart shop was getting McDonald's, and I asked for one McChicken, and you know what they came back with? Not a McChicken. So clearly, clearly, they got confused. Oh boy, the ADHD is hitting hard. Is it? What happens if they get my order wrong? I cry into my bag of McDonald's and I ate it. They came back with a McCrispy. And what's the difference? It's just not the same. It's not even close to being the same. It's like ordering a Big Mac versus a quarter pounder. Not even the same. This and the sauce is not even the same. It's not even the same. Too difficult for you to order in person. Just use the app. App is better now. You'll get it. Look at this. Everyone knows what a McChicken looks like, but this is what I got. And this is what I wanted. Different breading, flavoring, different sauce. There's pickles. I want them to McFuck my McChicken. I don't want them to McCrisp my McCrispy. May fuck it a little bit, you know? Like, it's not the same. I like pickles, but I don't like McDonald's pickles. Are you kidding me? McDonald's pickles are not good. The bottom one looks better, but it doesn't taste better. It doesn't taste... Go and get a McCrispy and see then. Go get a McCrispy. I'm sorry? Yeah, you should be. Yeah, you should be sorry. Weirdly floral pickles. You get it. They're like soggy, depressed, and a little bit floral. It's not good. The McCrispy is shite. You shouldn't go out. You're sick. What? With the hentai virus? Are you sick with the hentai virus? Yeah, but looks isn't everything. It's like the episode in Sailor Moon where they bake ugly cookies and the ugly cookies ended up tasting really good. Tasted even better, possibly. Usagi's ugly cookies. It's terminal. I hate to say it, but it's terminal. I can't believe you have the hentai virus. He's not gonna make it. Who's my favorite? Growing up, it was Sailor Mars, but I also really like Venus. Sailor Venus, because she's like a very capable, reliable, good leader. Never acts out outrageously. She's just like a good person all around. And growing up, Jupiter was too boy crazy. And I didn't appreciate short-haired girls enough. So Mercury wasn't that high on my list. And Usagi was too much of a crybaby, but she was cute. And the lesbian outer planets are pretty neat. It's hard for you to argue with the clerk. You just bite your loss and then don't go to the same store in 6 months. Oh no! Kacho! Life is hard, huh? Life is hard. Yeah, I'm more about the feminine omens. Yes, the lesbian outer planets. AKA, you know... You said Pluto? Saturn? Neptune? I have not seen the abridged Sailor Moon. Woman coffee? Thank you, coffee Korean man. 28 millennia together. Thank you for the 2 berries. Should have gotten a Baconator instead over a McChicken. I don't hate myself that much. Are you kidding me? You thought they were just loving cousins? Yeah, cousins that kiss. You're American? I was about to say something really blatantly... Nope. Yes, you're... Yes. Anguk Saram. Speaking my truth! You're Korean American, silly. Wait, are you adopted? Wait, are you like... Are you one of them Asians that got adopted by white people? Or is your family Korean? Why are you so... You're not? How did you get into the hobbies and things that you're into then? I need answers. Y'all, I've heard Spackle. He went to one of my meet and greets. And up comes this Korean male. And he speaks with like the most southern accent. Like imagine seeing some Asian dude in like a fucking cowboy hat and he goes... He's just like... Well, how you do that? Howdy doody today, ma'am. Like, excuse me? Excuse me? That done came out of your mouth right down there? It was a baseball cap? No, in my mind, it was basically a cowboy hat. And the howdy, annyeonghaseyo. Or should I say, oh, you say hello, man. You said none of those things? Well, that's how I experienced it. You literally ni-howdied me. Now you've done it. Oh, what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hi, David. Thank you for the double O's from yesterday. I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's exactly. Maybe lock them doors and turn the lights down low. That's literally. Spackle, where are you from? Why do you have an accent? Where are you from? I'll tell you what. You're from Chicago? Why do you sound like that? Like Southern Sheena. I'm Texas. Texan. Me live Texas. Me live Texas. I sound like your average Texan. With no accent, actually. Because if you walk around, everyone, you know. Me Texas, yes. Do you say y'all? I do say y'all. Who doesn't say y'all? Who says you all? Who says you guys? You all? I'll tell you what. Me Texas, you Texas. You gossip, dormammu. Dormammu. Alright, where's this Discord thing? Let's see what y'all got cooking. What do you got cooking for me? At Ember, this is Spackle.
안녕하세요. 저는 이지키엘입니다. 저는 조지아.
안녕하세요. 저는 스파클박스입니다. 저는 치카고.
왔어요.
왔어요.
Fucking God, that hurt my soul. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 저는 스파클박스입니다. 오빠 알라바마 스타일 주세요. Ember, why wouldst thou not use thee? Oh, why haven't I ever thought of using thee? Thee. I think most people nowadays say y'all. It just sounds right. 저는 하세요. My favorite Texan food? Okay, so I learned recently that this is not a thing outside of... Do you guys know what a Chilton is? I think it's just a Texas thing. Like a Chilton cocktail. So I guess it's just a Texas thing. Like how ranch waters are just a Texas thing. My Oshi is so fucking racist and I love it, imnida. Arigato gozaimasu, imnida. Okay, never mind. I guess those are just Texas cocktails. Thank you, Wraith, again for the millennia. Ranch water made it out of Texas? Is it because it's like a... There's like a brand called Ranch Water or whatever? Basically, Ranch Water is like a low-calorie margarita. Because you have like sparkling water in it, you know? And Chilton, if you're ever in Texas and you want something like really sour, a little sweet, really refreshing, like a boozy lemonade, you should get yourself a Chilton. And it has a salt rim. It is so good. The Zelter basically for ranch water. It's a little boring, but it's like a low-cal margarita. Can't find canned ranch water? Really? I thought it was so popular. There's some like there's like a... You ever had a cut water? That's from San Diego. but it's basically like ranch water, I guess. It's not... They're not like the worst things ever, but they're not like the best things ever. What do you like to drink, Wilson? I'm a lightweight, so to be honest, one little sippy and I'm good. I get sleepy afterwards and I just knock out. I just eepy to sleepy. I sleepy to eepies. Why did I bully Sako every 10 minutes straight? Because all he yearns for is attention. And you guys prop him up. I didn't even bully him. I just responded normally. Dizzy's never had a daiquiri. Oh, I'm taking her to Daiquiriville. You should have a stream on how to be a Texan so we can blend in with the locals. I have a whole Texan video. Well, you have to start off by saying y'all. And then you're gonna have to start enjoying small talk. Because every little lady loves small talk. Start using y'all. You gotta use it all the time. Start going out of the... Start going to the stockyards. Start popping a cold one every now and then. Get a gun and go shoot stuff, not people. Yeah. Enjoy the heat. Start getting farmers tans and wife beater tans. Wait, she didn't know how to pronounce daiquiri? How did she say it? She said daiquiri. To be fair, at the beginning of the year, she made me laugh so hard because she was like, I'll give them the plague. And I was like, say what now? She's like, the plague. And I thought she was just saying plague with an accent. But no, she meant she meant, I'll give them the plague. But she said, I'll give them the plague. The plague. And I busted out laughing. Say what now? The plague. It's so cute. Her ESL moments are my favorite. Because it's like the most random word. She's like me where we're book smart. We have reader's pronunciation. So we know the meaning of a lot of words, right? But some words, we've probably never heard it get pronounced. And maybe it's like, oh, give him the plague. The plague. That's the best bug. It's the best bug. Plague like Prague. Yay! What else did I sell? I sold an old copy of the Super Princess Peach game on the 3DS. And then I sold... oh my god, I had Pokemon Platinum with the manual and the case, and I sold it for very cheap. I sold it for so cheap. I think it's worth like 150 bucks. And I sold it for like 40. How am I gonna Nuzlocke Platinum now! Was Pokemon Platinum that good? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't finish it! Why am I cheating myself out of money? Because I gotta move. I gotta sell all of this. And I only have so many days until I move. I've got like, I think less than 50 days to figure out where the hell I'm living. White 2? Well, where was White 1? Where was White 1? Platinum's the game where you climb a mountain to see a megalomaniac get eaten by a dimension monster. Sounds like fake porn. Less than 2 months is quick for an apartment. True. Just moved back to the parents? What? I'm moving for work. Black and White were okay, but Black and White 2 were actually better. You're just making stuff up now. You're just making stuff up now. Huh? Huh? I hope it's nowhere near Massachusetts. Bruh. Whatever it is, having a second job still means more money because I'm freaking broke. I gotta go back to being a responsible member of society. Yes! Yes. I have a new job. We start in a couple months after I get moved and all that. Ugh! Ugh! I actually am ending stream early to look at places. We live in a society. Leaving the Chinese phase of my life. If I was in a Chinese phase of my life, I would have a lot more money. My time zone is changing. It is. But only by a little bit. Yes, I still need to find an apartment. Can the new place have a grill? You betcha. And if it can't, then how would they know? How would they know? How would they know? They're gonna know? Nah, how would they know? Why are you devastated? Let's assume that streams stay the same time. What is so devastating? What is so devastating? Ideally, nothing changes too much for you guys. There might be like a settlement period when I figure out like furniture and all that stuff. What's cheaper, a studio apartment or a garage? A garage. With no air conditioning. You wouldn't get it. Okay. Dramatic. Dramatic. Oh, dramatic. Good luck on the apartment hunt. You literally landed a place the day you arrived. Wait, that's crazy. I'm scared of getting certain types of furniture from people. Like, certain furnitures are fine. But other ones, it's like, what if there's bugs? You're probably gonna have to move back in with your folks in a few months because you got laid off and can't find work in your field. No, I'm so sorry to hear that, keep your head up, keep your chin up. Some of them have drugs or corpses in them. Excuse you? Bro, bed bugs. Why not buy everything from IKEA? You're gonna have to find a place with IKEA, I guess? Did you know IKEA has a 1-year return policy? Technically, you could buy something and then break it down after a year and return it all. Also, you're literally like, why buy everything when instead you can get a free cardboard box as a dining table? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Bro, why not just throw your money down the drain? My job hasn't even started yet, Bagel. It hasn't even begun yet. So you're just crying about nothing. I don't think the return policy applies to their... Wait, are their meatballs made out of horse? Maybe that's why they taste so good. Yeah. Read a book. Return it. There are only 55 IKEAs in the US. Honestly, that's way more than I thought. I thought there'd be like 20-something. You're crying because you're gonna miss the Filipino fire girl? Who the hell are you talking about? I'm gonna fight you. The future for Gen Z homeowners is RV cars? Stop! That reality is kind of too real. You're an easy driving distance from IKEA? Doxed. I'm gonna find you. Well, I miss Texas every day. Always. But next thing you know, I'm like, baby, it's so good out here. It's so fun out here. Obviously, I have family here, so I'll still be coming back to Texas. People are just so friendly in Texas. Me fighting Ember, she wins, but because I would never hit a woman. If the roles were reversed and I was a man, I would beat you. I would beat you. I would not be above that. I'm gonna visit my grandma again this weekend. They are terrible drivers. Nobody knows how to drive in Texas, but that's okay. Abuse of husband, Ember Amane. We're not married. We're not married. These hands are rated E for everyone. Texas has a bunch of spaghetti highways, yes. Ew, you went to Houston. Houston weather is probably the grossest weather I've ever experienced. Gross. It's really gross. Honestly, the last place I would want to live. The weather, the traffic, the people. Hell no. Hell no. Wait, you said it's similar to Florida? Then how come it looks like everybody's having so much fun in Florida? Yeah, but San Antonio has the Spurs. Yay. If I was married to Ember, you'd have to call me 911 the way I'd fight that fire. Bruh is taking up time on the hotline. Bruh is cluttering the hotline with calls of domestic violence. Okay, it's just a single NBA team. See, John says San Antonio has the Riverwalk and the Alamo. It's the cocaine sharks. The sharks, the coke sharks. As a Texas girl, do I care about ice hockey? I've been to a couple hockey games. I think it's cool. But Bum 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 bum. I haven't watched hockey since Jason Robertson did not get picked up for the Olympics. I felt personally offended by that. I felt deeply offended. He's a Dallas Stars forward. Do you actually think the Riverwalk is nice? You know what's funny? Most locals think the Riverwalk is gross and dirty, but it's nice at night when you can't see anything. Yeah. Yeah. San Antonio seems cool. On the list for what? You know, there's other places you could visit. Unless there's something deeply interesting in San Antonio to you, don't go. The same can be said for probably most Texas cities. If you're a tourist, I just feel like it's just like you're like a normal city. Unless you're really into like sports or something like that. We have some pretty cool like museums here and there. You like Texas Rangers. Comedy clubs you can get anywhere though. Good night. Or in the military, yeah, exactly. Military. Although different Texas cities have completely different vibes, like who's my MLB team? Rangers. I don't really watch baseball that deeply though. Like Houston to Austin to Dallas to wherever else, they're all very different. Well, you gave me two choices. You said Rangers or Astros. You gave me two choices. And you're gonna ask me if I'd rather have Houston or the Rangers? Really? I grew up on football, but I find that NBA has been more interesting to watch lately. NFL! He said Austin is California. I've been to both. They're so different. Don't compare them. They're so different. You prefer watching NFL? Honestly, I've been to NFL games in person too. Not gonna lie, they're pretty damn boring. I'd rather watch hockey or basketball because at least stuff is happening all the time. You like Manu Ginobili? He still helps out the current Spurs team. They call him up. Saw a match of NBA the other day and felt like a turn-based sport, but do you follow the NBA or did you just watch one match? Because different teams have like different play styles too. Some teams it's just foul city. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, some teams are also so bad it's not gonna look like a... But the initial round of like playoff games have been insane to watch. So all the people who are like, oh, I miss old basketball, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, grow up. Grow up. You're literally 50 and holding on to the good times. And they were only good times to you because you're literally like 56 years old. You talk about old cars and guns all day and night, but couldn't give any less about sports. People usually need some type of personal investment to care about things like sports, I feel like. And if you've probably never played a sport in your life or didn't grow up with a family watching sports, you're probably not gonna ever be into sports. Honestly, SGA is a good player. Despite his like floppage, he's a good player. I think he'll win MVP. Your issue with basketball is it often feels like you can just watch the last quarter and not miss anything. You could say that, because yeah, you get the results in the last quarter, but a lot of the cool plays can happen anywhere from the first, second, third, fourth quarter. Like, you might miss a player's highlights. 6 blocks in a game, What sports have I played? None. Swimming? Ugh. I'm not very good at hand-eye coordination. Sports is very into belonging. People get very emotionally attached to their sports teams and all their sports memorabilia and stuff like that. Like, people cry when their team loses. I understand feeling bad, but oh my god. Do you ever see those clips of Super Bowl fans throwing stuff at the TV? Hi, Fear. Oh, I've seen some table tennis highlights. It's crazy, the speed at which they play. Marty Supreme. I think the thing with SGA is... Oh no, I can't play volleyball to save my life. The last time I tried playing, it was church volleyball and it hit my face. And I never touched it ever again. Ever again. NBA hasn't been the same since Kobe passed. No, man, it's been the same. It's been the same. If anything, it's... I don't know. It just... The sport still grows whether or not, he's alive. Might not be the same for you. You might have been really sad about it. Dude, Kobe passed away after he retired. Okay, but don't we all think that low-key that was a hit by Nike? Don't we all think low-key that was a hit by Nike because he was working on his own brand? Oh, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Tinfoil hat time. 100%. Because there were rumors at the time that he wasn't happy with Nike's like marketing and his signature shoe line. So he was going to leave Nike to launch his own company, Mamba, before his death. It was a hit. It's a Nike hit squad. They killed Harambe, and then they killed him because he wouldn't want to sell their shoes. Hey, yo. I know too much. I know too much. The check mark got him. And guess what? Guess what? Ember, you need to flee the country? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Nike is now the exclusive uniform provider for most US leagues, Like the NFL, the NBA, even has big partnerships with the MLB. I know too much. The check mark is going to get us all. It's coming for us all. Cutter Mike. I'm dead. We know too much, chat. Let this stream be scraped. Let it be scraped. Ember, Amane, is suicidal, but not as much as she used to be. Let it be known. This year, if anything happens to me, just know it was more likely some other time that it would ever be this year. If anything ever happens to me this year, just know I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. So yeah, if you don't hear from me for like 2 weeks, just assume that I have been kidnapped. I'm donezo's. I'm gone. Is that even safe, Ian? Is it safe? That does not sound like it would be safe for me. To be fair, though, I think my med concoction was making me honestly a little crazy, and I've since then, after going to the hospital and stuff like that, I have since fixed the dosages of some stuff, so it's a lot better. I am a lot better. Like, things that would usually send me into a little bit of a crazy spiral, it doesn't happen anymore. It just feels like my emotions don't peak as crazy and don't drop as low. They just kind of like plateau with how I feel about stuff, you know? Dibs on my TCG collection? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to divvy the TCG collection to the people who have provided TCG funds. You know who you are. You can have my collection of One Piece cards. Dibs on the Steam library. I'm already giving that to Dizzy Dokuro. You can have my ammo. Oh. Maybe. Okay, yeah, but divvy it amongst yourselves. If you disappear, there's a chance you as kindlings team up and search for you everywhere. I think some kindlings have enough tactical experience to be able to find me. Dog hunt me. Oh, that's so interesting, Ian. Yeah, my depression goes through like waves of severity, but it's gotten a lot better over the years. Are the gatos going with me? Of course! Of course! Should I tell the apartment people about my cats? Or should I not? I don't have to pay. Like an Egyptian pharaoh, do you want chat to be buried with you? Only if it's cohesive. Like if everyone says, "Goodbye, Ember," right? And then you screenshot all the names. But if there's one person that doesn't follow along, and they're like, "Can I ask you a question instead?" in the sea of the goodbyes. No. No. Don't try to hide your pets. How much would they charge you? I'm not gonna lie. Every apartment I've had before, I would not mention the cats, and it was never an issue. To be fair, I had one cat at the time. Within the boundaries of the law, that's no fun. That's no fun. Thank you again, Ryoma, for the berries. Get them registered as emotional support animals. Oh, you're right. Used to be 50 or 60 bucks deposit. No, it's like monthly for some places. It'd be like $40 a month. Oh, we got a criminal here? Yeah, what about it? They can't charge pet fees if it's a emotional support animal. I'm gonna register. Wait, can you register me as one too? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much emotional support do you think you provided me? Yeah, most places do monthly pet fees nowadays. At least 2? Wait, who's providing the support? Wait, how much emotional support have I provided you, chat? Answer honestly. On a scale of 1 to 10. At least 1. 9. Yes. Oh, like 1 maybe? 6.7, 11, 10, 8, 9, 7. 6 or 7, maybe 6 or 7. You guys are just saying these numbers on purpose. 0, man. You bully me a lot. You love it. Don't lie. You're barely chat's emotional support fan. I'm not supposed to be, okay? So you can answer honestly. You can answer honestly. I think the last time someone told me their dog died, I said, you know what you get for that? You get 5 big booms! Boom! 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 So, think that puts me at like a 9 out of 10 at least? Yeah, I think that puts me at least at a 9 out of 10. Come on. Come on. Ember, my wife is leaving you. You have a wife? Or you had a wife? Well, you still technically have a wife, so congratulations. Let's go! Let's go! You have a wife! That's iconic. Stop. You're gonna make the rest of us jealous. Congrats. So your wife's gonna be single soon. You want to introduce her to the rest of chat? Schrodinger's wife. Does she exist? How long have I been ill? In what way? In what way? I also choose this guy's wife. Well, yeah, maybe you should choose him because she didn't. Not anymore, at least. Someone was married? I know, right, Oscar? We do have some kindlings in chat that are married, though. In happy relationships. You know what? You might be onto something. Is Ember getting saltier with every hour? No. Sweet and sour. I want to devour. Mango chutney. Mango chutney. Mango chutney. Oh, hi, Master. Back on sports, it always seems like the normie hobby you're allowed to be parasocial nerd about and not get bullied. Unlike with virtual anime women. That's true! Why is it so normal for a sports fan to cry and whine and get all pissy about his favorite players or his favorite team? But when you do that with Hatsune Miku, suddenly it's weird. You're watching grown muscular buff men in tights. Handling balls. And I'm watching an anime girl put on a life-changing 2D, 3D performance. It's because it's socially accepted. Just like how people used to get bullied for watching anime and mangas until it became socially acceptable. Balls! I'm never ashamed of my waifus, and I'm not ashamed of watching men run around handling balls and tights. I'm not ashamed. My dad told me not to be ashamed of my... I'm not ashamed of my... My daddy told me not to be ashamed of my shame. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? The fact that you guys get this reference is so telling. It's so telling. Sorry for what? Can you show me? Sometimes I pull so hard I rip the skin. Aniki was the best. Aniki! For what? Girl, come on, we're on the internet. What next? You gonna tell me there's sharks in your bathtub? Oh my god! Okay, well... Thank you for the 5 berries again, Master, and I appreciate ya. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's time for me to skedaddle, because it's time for me to go look at apartments. Oh, you say hello? Evenida. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Turn on notifications so you can know when your streamer is streaming. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we got 2 streams. We got our... I'm gambling with my friends. And we got Minecraft. Minecraft! I bug you. I bug you. You bug me. We're a great big bonfire with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you bug me too? Yay, Barney! Bye bye! 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 I didn't emotion. Look at all this. Look at this idea guy. We got an idea guy thinking. Making scenarios up. Bye bye! I gotta change something with my streams. I feel like I need something fresh and new. The vibes are off. The vibes are off. Leave suggestions in the Discord if you feel like my loading screen is getting stale. Or maybe my ending screen. I don't know. I don't know. Shower rat. Bye-bye. That is not true. I do read the Discord at intervals of like every day or every 2 days. Every 2 days. Every 2 days. Okay?